Good day, students. Today we have a new lesson talking about the past. If you have your 50-50 book, turn to page 71 to 75. Now, what is past? What do we mean by the word past? The past is a period of time or event before the moment of speaking or writing. So, when we talk about the future, it is time that is still not happening. But when we talk about the past, it is something that's already happened. So, how do we talk about the past? Turn to page 75 and let's see how we can talk about the past. Like any other conversations, to talk about the past, we must know how to ask questions and to give responses or answer. In this column, you will see that these are all questions. They all end in question marks. While in this column, you see that they all end in periods because they are all responses or answers. So to talk about the past, you must learn how to ask questions and to give responses. Now, like any other conversations, there are two types of conversation when we are talking about the past. First is the WH conversation. WH conversations are conversations that ask for information. So WH, we got that from the WH questions. Do you remember what WH questions are? They are where, what, when, who, why, how. So those are the WH questions because they are grouped together because they are asking for specific information. So that's one kind of conversation. Now, when we are doing WH conversations about the past, you must begin your question with the WH question such as where, what, where, or when, and other WH questions. But when we talk about the past, you will use verbs in the past tense like this. Were for plural and was for singular. So as you can see, was and were. Where were you last night? I was at home. Now, as you can also see, there is a time word. There are time words here. Last night, on Sunday. You may need to put time words in order to specifically talk about the past. So this one, where, is asking for a location. So obviously, what you need to answer is to tell a place or a location like at home or in the library. Just remember the tenses and when you're gonna use was and where. Alright? Remember that. Now this one is another example. What did you do yesterday? What did she do last week? So you use the past tense of the verb do. What did, not what do. What did is what you need to say when you talk about the past. And as you can see, there's another example. These are another examples of time words. Yesterday, last week. And because it's a what question, you give an answer that is the activity, right? What did? So, played tennis, went shopping. As you can see, played is the past tense of the verb play, and went is the past tense of the word go. So, you use past tense. Now this one is where. Where did they play tennis? Where did they play tennis? They played tennis in the park. Okay. When did she go shopping? She went shopping on Sunday. So those are WH questions because they are asking for information, and so this is one type of talking about the past. What is the other one? Polar conversations. When we say polar, these are conversations which can be answered with yes and no. And that's how you can answer those kinds of questions. So when you ask were you late, the only way to answer that question is by saying yes and no. Yes, I was. No, I wasn't. Was he in class? Yes, he was. No, he wasn't. So as you should remember, you will use where for a second person or plural noun or pronoun, and you use was when you are using a singular noun or pronoun. All right? So this is just a shortened form of was not, were not. Okay? No, you weren't. No, she wasn't. All right, so remember that. And this one, it did not start with a where and was, but it did start with did. It's a past tense of do. So did you go to the library? Yes, I did. Did he do the homework? No, he didn't. No, he did not. So those are the two ways that you can talk about the past, through WH conversations and through polar conversations. Just remember that you need to use the past tense in order to talk about the past, and you might also need a time word or time words or time phrase like this. Now, let's warm up. Page 71 of the book. Okay, as you can see, in the photo there are two persons, a girl and a boy. And if you remembered our previous lesson, they are the same people. They were talking about the future last time. Now they are talking about the past because the girlfriend is now asking her boyfriend, "So what did you do yesterday?" What did you do yesterday? So that is a question. That is a question about the past. Now, based on the photo, what do you think are the answers or responses that the boyfriend gave? So this is my take. I think he would say, I played basketball with my friends. Because as you can see, there is a basketball in the photo. Or he may have said, I went skiing and I had an accident. Because as you can see, there is a skiing equipment, and you can see that his feet are bandaged, so maybe he had an accident. So I went skiing and I had an accident. Or there's a football, so he may have said, I played football. So those answers are talking about the past, not talking about the future or the present. This is about the past. Okay, so this is an example of how to talk about the past. Now let's move on to another exercise. Listen to the conversation and try to practice it by yourself.
Unit 13. About yesterday. Warmup. Track 66.
Where were you Friday night?
I was at home.
No, you weren't. Where did you go? Oh, now I remember. I went to see a movie with Tina and Sue.
But they went shopping Friday evening.
We went shopping first and then went to see a movie.
All right. So this is a conversation between Dick and Jane. What do you think is their relationship? For me, I think they are very close friends. Or maybe they are actually in a relationship of being a boyfriend and girlfriend. And Dick is asking questions about what Jane did the past Friday night. So as you can see, Dick asked a question, where were you Friday night? So he's asking for a location about a past activity. And Jane gave a response. I was at home. So she was telling that on Friday night she was at home. But Dick did not believe it, and so he asked another question. Where did you go? And Jane says that she remembers, and she said that I went to see a movie with Tina and Sue. But Dick couldn't still believe it because he knows what Tina and Sue did that Friday night. And so he questioned it in a different way, and Jane explained and gave another response. We went shopping first and then went to see a movie. Okay, so that is a conversation. Now, below are some of the ideas that you can use to replace the activities that we can see in this conversation. This is bowling, going to the library, playing cards, doing homework. So instead of um, I went to see a movie, you can say I went bowling with Tina and Sue, or I went to the library with Tina and Sue, or I played cards with Tina and Sue, or I did my homework first and then went to bowling. So try to practice it by yourself because this would be very helpful in your talking about the past. Now let's go to the listening task. Page page 72. Listen to the conversation. Write A on the things Adam did and B on the things Brian did. Now let's have a short discussion first. What activity might be in these pictures or drawings? What do you think is this? This is watching a movie, right? This one is dancing, right? This one is reading books. This one is shopping. This one is eating. Eating at a restaurant it may be. This one is meeting someone, right? It's meeting someone. This one is skiing. What about this? This is watching TV. How about this one? This is doing homework. A lot of homework. This one is ice skating. This one going to disco, right? And this one is what? Cooking dinner or cooking food. Now, listen to the conversation and write A on the things Adam did and B on the things Brian did. Listen carefully.
Listening task. Track 67.
Welcome back, Adam. How was your vacation?
It was great. I went skiing every day. The weather was perfect. How was it here?
Oh, okay, I guess. I was at home mostly. I watched TV a lot.
Well, I didn't watch TV. I went to the hotel disco every night.
Yeah? How was it?
It was awesome. I met a really nice girl from California and we danced all night.
Wow.
We went ice skating too. And we had dinner in the hotel restaurant a few times.
Really? I cooked dinner every night.
Brian, why didn't you come with me? Why did you stay in the dormitory?
Well, I was busy. I did a lot of homework, and I read a lot of books, and let's see.
You didn't go out at all?
Oh, sure. I went food shopping, and I even went to see a movie one evening. By myself.
Brian, next vacation, come with me, okay?
Yeah, okay. I think I will.
Okay, try to listen to it again.
Listening task. Track 67.
Welcome back, Adam. How was your vacation?
It was great. I went skiing every day. The weather was perfect. How was it here?
Oh, okay, I guess. I was at home mostly. I watched TV a lot.
Well, I didn't watch TV. I went to the hotel disco every night.
Yeah? How was it?
It was awesome. I met a really nice girl from California and we danced all night.
Wow.
We went ice skating too. And we had dinner in the hotel restaurant a few times.
Really? I cooked dinner every night.
Brian, why didn't you come with me? Why did you stay in the dormitory?
Well, I was busy. I did a lot of homework, and I read a lot of books, and let's see.
You didn't go out at all?
Oh, sure. I went food shopping, and I even went to see a movie one evening. By myself.
Brian, next vacation, come with me, okay?
Yeah, okay. I think I will.
Alright, so what do you think are the things Adam did? Okay, he went skiing. The next thing that he did was going to the disco. Next thing that he did was he met a nice girl. The next thing that he did was he danced. Then he went ice skating. The next thing that he did was eat at a hotel restaurant. Are there other things that Adam did? I guess not. Okay, now let's move on to the things that Brian did. What are the things that Brian did? First is watch a lot of TV, right? And the next one is he cooked his own dinner. And then he did a lot of homework. And then he read a lot of books. He also went out. What he did when he went out? He went food shopping, right? And the last thing that he did was he went to see a movie. Now listen again to the conversation and write what Adam and Brian did below each picture.
Listening task. Track 67.
Welcome back, Adam. How was your vacation?
It was great. I went skiing every day. The weather was perfect. How was it here?
Oh, okay, I guess. I was at home mostly. I watched TV a lot.
Well, I didn't watch TV. I went to the hotel disco every night.
Yeah? How was it?
It was awesome. I met a really nice girl from California and we danced all night.
Wow.
We went ice skating too. And we had dinner in the hotel restaurant a few times.
Really? I cooked dinner every night.
Brian, why didn't you come with me? Why did you stay in the dormitory?
Well, I was busy. I did a lot of homework, and I read a lot of books, and let's see.
You didn't go out at all?
Oh, sure. I went food shopping, and I even went to see a movie one evening. By myself.
Brian, next vacation, come with me, okay?
Yeah, okay. I think I will.
Okay, let's see if you have written the activities that both Adam and Brian did. So Adam did, he went skiing. The next thing that he did was he went to the hotel disco. The next thing that he did, he met a girl. And then he danced with that girl. and he went ice skating also with the girl, and he had dinner with her in a hotel restaurant. How about Brian? He watched TV, and then he cooked at home, and then he did a lot of homework, and he read a lot of books, and he went food shopping, and then he went to see a movie. Great! Now we are finished with the listening task. Let us move on to our next speaking activity. Okay, so this is our speaking activity for next week. It's titled Blast from the Past. The following are the instructions for the upcoming speaking activity. Choose a partner to talk to, just like the other speaking activities that we had. Choose one topic about the past to talk about. The options are childhood memories. Your conversation can be about childhood memories, or it can be about vacation memories, or it can be a sad happening in your life, or it can be an event in history. So you just choose one topic to talk about. Okay? The conversation must be at least 1 minute. Okay, not less than 1 minute. Alright? At least 1 minute. If you are three people talking, it must be more than 1 minute, but it must not be less than 1 minute. Make sure to use WH and polar conversations in your talk, just like what we have learned in our lesson. You can also send your clips as usual to Google Classroom or do it in our next Google Meet. Alright, so you can send clips that you have recorded as usual to Google Classroom, or you can do the conversation in our next Google Meet. Alright, so that is our speaking activity for this lesson. I hope you will get ready. Goodbye.